Hello. My name is Samuel Caldwell. I was unfortunate enough to be the first person ever arrested and convicted for selling marijuana in the United States. I was arrested on October 2, 1937, the same day the Marijuana Tax Act was enacted. You see, until then, cannabis was perfectly legal and cannabis extracts and tinctures had been one of the most widely prescribed medicines by both doctors and veterinarians. The cannabis plant was also poised to become the most profitable natural crop for textiles by providing both cheap, durable fiber and high-quality cellulose for paper pulp. In fact, 1 acre of cannabis hemp would replace 4.1 acres of trees in the production of paper pulp. Furthermore, hemp pulp would not require the toxic chemical treatments that tree pulp requires in paper-making processes. As a result of the newly invented mechanical decorticator, cannabis hemp was a billion-dollar threat to existing forestry and fiber industries. The most visible company of such industries was the DuPont Company, backed by Andrew Mellon of the Mellon Bank of Pittsburgh, and developing synthetic, petrochemical-based fibers since 1926. The very same Andrew Mellon, bank owner, had been appointed Hoover's Secretary of the Treasury in 1931, creating direct ties between the DuPont Company, Mellon Bank, and the Treasury Department. Mellon then appointed his nephew-in-law, Harry Anslinger, as head of the new Federal Bureau of Narcotics and Dangerous Drugs, where he subsequently remained for 31 years, maintaining a direct monetary link between the Bureau, the Treasury Department, and the DuPont Company. On April 14, 1937, a bill designed to effectively discontinue a legitimate farm crop, modeled after the recently passed machine gun tax, was introduced directly to the Ways and Means Committee, instead of to appropriate committees such as Agriculture, Food and Drug, Textiles, or Commerce. Conveniently, Robert Haldane, chairman for the Ways and Means Committee, was also tied directly to the DuPont Company, and he ensured that any testimony, particularly those of the American Medical Association, against the bill was ignored, and that the bill was quickly and quietly passed to Congress and the President. The bill was drafted in a way that it required any producer, buyer, or seller of marijuana to register with the Treasury Department and buy a tax stamp for $1 per ounce. However, the Treasury Department never issued any stamps, effectively making it illegal to buy, sell, or possess cannabis. It was a direct copy of the machine gun tax and a tricky way to work around the Constitution, so Congress could enact an otherwise unconstitutional law. I then spent 4 years in jail doing hard labor, and died 1 year after my release. Imagine all that fuss just for selling 3 harmless marijuana cigarettes to a friend. Today marijuana is illegal under the Federal Controlled Substances Act. Unfortunately, our policies of arresting harmless citizens such as me has continued and inflated over the last 70 years. In the year 2009 we arrested over 858,000 American citizens, the second highest total ever, and we are projected to spend over $15 billion for the war on drugs in 2011. End the drug war. Stop arresting non-violent citizens. Stop the madness.